Good evening, YouTube, and a welcome to your Saturday evening. It's your Saturday night quiz. I'm Scott. Pleased to see you all. Hope you're doing all right. Thanks ever so much for joining. If it's a quiz you've done before, great to have you back. If you're new to the party, hello and welcome. There's myself, Scott, running the quiz, but there's a whole team of people behind me. We have Sally Social, who run the social media. She'll be there watching your YouTube comments coming in thick and fast and doing her best to kind of respond to those where we can. We get so many, we can't respond to them all. So that really, guys, the YouTube comments are for yourself. Banter amongst yourselves, let us know what's happening, and get the banter rolling. If somebody says, can you repeat a question, and you know what it is, stick it in YouTube comments. I will repeat every question twice in each round, and then I will go through all the questions at the end of each round as well. So you will get ample opportunity, guys. I said we've got a team of people. So we've got Sally Social on YouTube, and we've got Patch the dog. Patch is helping out now as well. He does Facebook for us. Good lad, he's Patch. He's really settled in with us. He is our foster dog who joined us on Wednesday. We've had a fab few days with him. He's really grown in confidence, really coming out of himself. And he said to me today, can I do Facebook and save Sally Social a job? So there we go. We've got Patch on Facebook. Jump on there, say hi. And we've got Sally Social on YouTube. Start posting, guys. Let me know where you are, what you're up to, who you're playing with, etc., etc. Also, it's time to set you your team name challenge. Every week, I ask you guys to come up with a different team name, a bit of fun. Well, what we're doing with these quizzes, we're connecting online. Lots of friends and family are using loads of different tech at the moment for connecting online. So I thought, in acknowledgement of that, your team name tonight should be tech related. Something IT, something computers, a bit geeky, whatever you want it to be. But let's embrace the tech that we're all using and come up with a tech-related team name. After all, what we're doing here is social quistancing. And I've got to say, believe it or not, it has actually caught on, that saying now. I've seen two different people using it. The Spencer family in Guildford, they've been hashtagging like crazy with social quistancing. So good evening to the guys in Guildford. Similarly, Vicky Haig in Driglington, she's hashtag social quistancing as well. So I've got a bit of a challenge for you guys. You can do it during the quiz if you can, or I want you to get really creative over the next few days. Get your kids involved, get your pets involved. I want to see adults, creativity, have a bit of fun with it. I want to see you all holding up some sort of poster that says hashtag social quistancing, and then take a picture of it and post it on the Facebook page. You can't put pictures in the YouTube comments, so you have to post it on the Facebook page. So I want your hashtag social quistancing posters. I want colours, I want glitter, I want it made of alphabet spaghetti, whatever you come up with. Have some fun with it, guys. Hopefully keep the kids entertained, keep some of the adults entertained as well. Having a bit of fun with that. And if anybody can get anything posted on before the end of the quiz, I will be mightily, mightily impressed. So remember, guys, YouTube comments. If you're watching me on your big telly through your smart TV, in order to comment, you need to do that through your tablet, your phone, or your laptop. You can watch it on the big telly, but you need to comment through another device. Remember, guys, important thing, one of the key rules here at Scott's Live Quizzes is the comments is for banter, but never post an answer. Comments for banter, but never post an answer. Hashtag social quistancing. Yeah, if you do post the answers, guys, it just ruins it for everybody else. So please, no answers in the comments. Thank you, guys, for all your likes and all your subscribes. Remember, subscribe to Scott's Live Quiz channel on YouTube, Scott's Live Quiz channel. We are at 200 subscribers. So thank you for that, guys. And I also asked if you could get me to 500 Facebook likes. You've done that as well. Scott's Live Quiz page on Facebook. Give us a like, give us a share. and that's for Facebook users to be able to access it and know all the events that are coming up. But on YouTube, that's where we stream it from, Scott's Live Quiz channel. And that's a great thing with that for non-Facebook users. So yeah, you know, grandma, gramps, uncle, aunts, whoever it is across the world, you can contact them, give them the link, and that's it, they're in. Or they can simply search Scott's Live Quiz channel. Sally Social, as she often does, is just nipping in with some messages. So Linz and Si from Harrogate, they are on board. Good evening, guys. Thank you for joining us. Dominic Pratt, hi from Little Preston. Team Alpha Q. Hello from the Logan clan. Good evening, the Logans. Oh, Vicky Haig, she's hashtagging Drig Social Quistancing. Like it. Well done, Vicky Haig. Good work. Helen Newbold. Hello. The Apple Molochs. Thanks for that. So who else have we got? We have got Jen and Chris. Jen and Chris, zoom in on the bite. Very, very tech related. That's Chris, who I believe has a smart TV. Well done, Chris. So, guys, a couple more messages and then I won't get going with your quiz as quickly as we can tonight. I want to say a happy birthday to my friend Shane in York. Hi, Shane. It's your birthday on Monday, buddy. All the best. What you do, stay in, quiet night. I'm sure you are. And I've also had a message just before we started this evening. Adrian and Catherine over in Lancashire want to say a massive hello to both Emma and Kevin Chrisells. I also say a big hello to Kevin myself personally. He often messages me after the quiz just to say how accurate all the answers are and how impressed he is. So thank you for that, Kevin. Your feedback does mean a lot to me. I really, really value it. So big hello, Adrian and Catherine in Lancashire. What are we doing, guys? Throughout the night, I'm going to tell you about some other quizzes and things that are happening locally. I've got some other friends who are on board doing stuff. And towards the end of the night, I'll share you some details of what those guys are up to. Tonight, we have got a fantastic prize on offer. Remember, the prize, it's not for the smartest cookie. It's for taking part. That is what social quistancing is all about. It's about taking part. So we have got, courtesy of Robert, R-O-W-B-E-R-T, Robert, have given us a home fragrance bundle. This has a value of £50. It includes a candle, a reed diffuser, and air mist. That will be delivered to your door safely and securely anywhere in the UK and Ireland, courtesy of Robert. I know Kirsty from Robert, where she home makes all the candles in Kirsty's kitchen. She's playing along with us tonight. I've told her to jump in on the comments. So if anybody got any question about the candles, about the burn time, about the making process, pop them in your comments, and I know Kirsty will respond to that. Also, Sally Social and Kirsty will share the website as well, so you can have a look at the amazing products that they have. That's robert.com, robert.com, R-O-W-B-E-R-T, robert.com. And if you subscribe and then go ahead to order, you actually get 15% off your order. We've set that out with Kirsty as a thank you for everybody who's supporting the quiz and supporting Robert this evening. So we'll tell you a bit more about that as we progress, but I reckon it's about time that we got off and running with our quiz. As ever, Sally's going to keep the messages coming in thick and fast. Liz M, nice team name, and the blue screens of death. Nice. And Mummy Wilson, tablets and tiaras. Very Elton John. Love it. Right, let's quiz. Let's social quistancing. We have got 8 questions in round 1. Have you got your essentials? Your pen, your paper, and, as I've got tonight, a pint of lager to enjoy alongside the quiz. Whatever your typical choice is, alcoholic or a nice cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever you're on, I'm on the lager. So, number 1. Number one, round one, and your round one. I've gone a bit different tonight. Round one is life before lockdown. Life before lockdown. I picked some events that happened in 2019. Seems ages ago now. And basically, you've got to tell me what happened in these events in 2019, life before lockdown. So, round one. Which TV series had viewers wanting to know who is H? Which TV series had viewers wanting to know who is H? Yeah, important message from Johnny, Maddox, and Katie. I will keep my hands off your floppy disk. Oh, I'm sorry, that's your team name. Hands off your floppy disk. So number one again, which TV series had viewers wanting to know who is H? Question number two, round one, life before lockdown. Which country won the Eurovision Song Contest? Which country won the Eurovision Song Contest? And that was obviously the one in 2019. Which country won the Eurovision Song Contest? Question number three. Which politician was pelted with milkshake during a walkabout in Newcastle in May 2019? Which politician was pelted with milkshake during a walkabout in Newcastle in May 2019? Question number four. Who was fired from the BBC in May 2019 after tweeting a picture of a chimp in a top hat? Who was fired from the BBC in May after tweeting a picture of a chimp in a top hat? His boss was said to have gone absolutely ape. Dad jokes, thank you. There will be a few this evening, as always. An important addition to the quiz, I think you'll find. So we've got Charlotte Russell on there playing tonight as well. She is Team Texindale. And that is because I know where she lives. It's near Malton. It's Fixindale. But she's put the tech in there. She normally puts the fic in Fixindale, but tonight she's put the tech in Texindale. Question number 5 in Life Before Lockdown. What mode of transport did Extinction Rebellion protesters use to block 5 city centre roads in the summer of 2019? Which mode of transport did Extinction Rebellion protesters use to block 5 city centre roads in the summer of 2019? Question number 6. Back in March of 2019, Prince Charles and Camilla became the first senior members of the royal family in 60 years to visit which island country? So back in March 2019, Prince Charles and Camilla became the first senior members of the royal family in 60 years to visit which island country? Question number 7, round 1, a life before lockdown. Name the Chase quiz expert who announced he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Name the Chase quiz expert who announced he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I know Ozzy Osbourne's recently announced that he's got Parkinson's disease, uncontrollable shaking, numbness, and slurred speech. And now Ozzy Osbourne's got Parkinson's disease as well. So number 8, in May, Yorkshireman Simon Armitage was appointed as the new what? In May 2019, Yorkshireman Simon Armitage was appointed as the new what? So a quick repeat of all those guys. We had 8 in round 1, life before lockdown. Number 1, which TV series had viewers wanting to know who is H? 2, which country won the Eurovision Song Contest? Number 3, which politician was pelted with milkshake during a walkabout in Newcastle in May? Who was fired from the BBC in May after tweeting a picture of a chimp in a top hat? That's your question 4. Question number 5. What mode of transport did Extinction Rebellion protesters use to block 5 city centre roads in the summer of 2019? Number 6. In March 2019, Prince Charles and Camilla became the first senior members of the royal family in 60 years to visit which island country? Number 7. The Chase quiz expert who announced he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease was whom? And number 8. In May, Yorkshireman Simon Armitage was appointed as the new what? They are your 8 questions in round 1. I've got an interjection. Sally Social, hello.
Patch is not healthy snoring.
We have a patch update on the Facebook page. Basically, your messages are that boring that Patch has fallen asleep. He's now snoring. So Sally Social has taken Facebook and YouTube. So she's going to be a busy girl again. Thank you, Patch, for your help. I think he may have settled, which is great news, obviously. We are moving on to your anagrams, guys. We're moving on to your anagrams. We've got 3 anagrams as always, guys. And again, to make it really, really easy as the anagrams are, they're all one category. 3 anagrams, 1 category. This is round 2. Your round 2. Your anagrams are all topical. They are all topical. Okay, so that is your first one. That is your first one, which is American Pom 2. American Pom 2. American Pom, P-O-M-T-O-O. American Pom, P-O-M, and 2, T-O-O. I see that's got a capital letter there. Ignore that. That has no significance. Ignore the capital A. It's only because it's recognized the word American. It's put it into uppercase. So that should be lowercase. All lowercase, guys. American Pom 2. American Pom 2. It's topical and it's a person. Topical and it's a person. When I say topical, I'm talking about the last 48, 72 hours or so. It's that topical. That's your number 1. Don't forget, guys, write them down, screen grab them, take a photo on your phone, whatever you need to do to note them down. Round 2. Still topical, guys, still topical. We have got the words scarf, roll, crap. Scarf, S-C-A-R-F, roll, R-O-L-E, and crap, C-R-A-P. Scarf, roll, crap. It's topical and it's an event. Topical and it's an event. Don't forget, guys, as always, banter away in the comments. Banter till your heart is content. I want to know how quickly people are getting these. So banter till your heart's content. Start bragging once you've got these, guys. I want to know how quickly you get them. I want to know if they're impossible. Here's your 3rd and final one, guys. Your 3rd and final one. This one, again, is a person. It is a person. Topical, guys. Topical. It's a person. Mourn. M-O-U-R-N. Tehran. T-E-H-R-A-N. Mourn Tehran. M-O-U-R-N. T-E-H-R-A-N. I'll say that again without the stutter, shall I? Mourn, M-O-U-R-N, Tehran, T-E-H-R-A-N. Topical, guys. I tell you on that one, that's probably the last 36 hours or so. Last 36 hours or so, that one. So we have got Chris and Michelle Allison have joined us online this evening. Hi, guys, with the team name Control-Alt-Delete. And we've got the Spencer clan who are playing tonight as the Terabyte 3. So we'll give those again, guys. Remember, write them down, screen grab them. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes at the end of the round while I catch up with Sally Social, see what's happening on social media, and then I'll give you your answers to round 1 and 2. So your first one, we're looking for a topical person. A topical person, ignore the capital A. It's American Pom 2. American Pom 2. American POMTOO. Screen grab it, screenshot, photo it, write it down, whatever way you prefer, guys. That's number 1. Number 2. Number 2. This is an event. It's an event. Scarf roll, crap, SCARFROLE, and crap, CRAP. Scarf roll, crap. And again, this is a person, topical person. Mourn Tehran, M-O-U-R-N, Tehran, T-E-H-R-A-N. Mourn Tehran. Okay, I've been asked to give a bit of clarification as to what I mean by topical. Topical is, I would say, you would have heard about this all on the news within the last 72 hours. It's been on the news in the last 72 hours. That's what I mean by topical. Right, guys, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. I'll disappear off screen. Don't worry, you are still online. Just look at my buffet cabinet for a while, if you will. Photos of mum-in-law or mum, some foster dogs right at the very top there, if you can see them. Evening, Hugo. So I'll give you a couple of minutes, guys, and I'm going to take you through answers 1 and 2. Hey, do you have a little amendment? I might have read it wrong. You might have noticed. Number 1, American Pom Toot. Toot, I'd obviously somehow missed a T off the end. American Pom Toot. It's a little bit easier if you've got all the letters. There we go. That's number 1. Add a T on. It's dead easy now with the right number of letters. Thanks for that. Right, guys, you have 30 seconds to finish off any gaps on round 1 and correctly spell the anagram names. 30 seconds, guys. So if I can remind you guys, we are playing this evening for the fabulous gift set from the brilliant team at Robert's, handmade in Kirsty's kitchen here in Harrogate, North Yorkshire. And she will deliver safely and securely to your home the Robert Home Fragrance Bundle, candle, reed diffuser, and air mist. What we're trying to do during this period of lockdown is reach out and make your time at home that little bit more calmer, a little bit more relaxed. So that's what we're trying to do, guys. And with the help from Kirsty at Robert, getting that delivered to your door to one of our quiz participants this evening. Don't forget, have a look on the Robert website, robert.com. And if you subscribe, you get 15% off any orders, courtesy of Kirsty at Robert. Right, I reckon it's about time I took you through your first set of answers. Are we ready? It's a point for each. I'll give you all 11 answers, guys, and then I will ask you to give your scores out of 11 in the comments. Your scores out of 11 in the comments. So, number one, which TV series had viewers wanting to know who is H? This was Life Before Lockdown. Line of Duty. Number one, Line of Duty. Which country won the Eurovision Song Contest in 2019? That was Holland. Holland, Netherlands, whatever you got, go with that. Point per answer. Number three, it was Nigel Farage who got covered in Milkshake in Newcastle, of course. Number four was Danny Baker, who got fired for the chimp in a top hat picture. That was number four. Number five, Extension Rebellion used boats to block city centre roads. Boats. Number six, Prince Charles and Camilla visited Cuba. Cuba, number six. Number seven, the Chase quiz expert who was diagnosed with Parkinson's, Paul Sinner. That's Paul Sinner. And number eight, Yorkshireman Simon Armitage in May 2019 became Poet Laureate. Poet Laureate. There we go, guys. We are on to your anagrams. The first one correctly spelt is American Pom 2. American Pom 2. Toot. Toot. Sally's just shouting at me. Sally Social shouting at me from the lounge. That is Captain Tom Moore. Captain Tom Moore, as I call him, Captain Moore. Captain Tom Moore. Number two. We were asking for an event. There we go. We had Scarf Roll Crap. Scarf Roll Crap. That's the clap for carers. Takes place every Thursday evening. The clap for carers. And number three. Morn Terran. It's Norman Hunter. The ex-Leeds player who sadly passed away yesterday. Norman Hunter. And I know tonight, I haven't told Sally Social yet. I like to keep the magic in the relationship. About 11:45 tonight, we will be sitting down and watching The Damned United on BBC One. I do spoil that, girl. Quizzes and The Damned United. Right, guys. So let's start banging your scores in. How many out of 11 have you got? Also, let us know who's the bright one, who's getting all the answers, and who's the one letting you down. As you know, who's the Michelle and who's the Chris? Right, guys. Round three again. Different type of round tonight. Your round three, the 1980s. The 1980s. Question one in round three. Again, there's 8 of these, guys. Which company launched the first consumer CD player in 1982? Which company launched the first consumer CD player in 1982? Question number 2. In which stadium did riots cost 39 lives during the European Cup final of 1985? In which stadium did riots cost 39 lives during the European Cup final of 1985?
You missed an N out of Norman Hunter as well.
I've just been told, Sally Social's come in. She said the anagrams haven't gone as well as they could have done tonight. Apparently, we missed an N out of Norman Hunter. Wow, that went really well. I think
I'll be proofing them next week.
Sally Social will be proofreading next week, apparently. Sorry about that, guys. I think there's been a bit of autocorrect taking place where I've cut and pasted them from the anagram site. So apologies for that, guys. My apologies. If you put Norman Hutter or Orman Hunter, give yourselves a point. Wow. As I said, towards the end of the quiz, I'll be letting you know about some other colleagues who are doing quizzes as well. Some people do it properly and professionally. I will let you know about those people later. So number 3, which furniture retailer opened its first British store in Warrington in October 1987? Which furniture retailer opened its first British store in Warrington in October 1987? It's all right, love. Nobody noticed the mess up with the anagrams. We'll take it out on the edit, love. Luckily, we're not live. Oh.
People are asking if they get a point if they didn't get it anyway.
Right. Okay, we're going with this, guys. We're going with this. If you didn't get the anagrams because they were really badly sort of collated by me, give yourselves a point anyway. Give yourselves a point anyway. If you didn't get Norman Hunter, yeah, I'd argue a bit different with Captain Tom Moore because it was there or thereabouts. But hey, I don't care. I really don't care. Proper quiz people would do it correctly. Give yourselves a point if you didn't get it because it was really badly asked. Wow. I can recommend Russ on a Sunday evening. Lovely fella. Very professional as well. Number 4. To what did Rhodesia change its name in 1980? Number 4. To what did Rhodesia change its name in 1980? I'm surprised I didn't write that down as to what did rhododendron change its name to in 1980. To what did Rhodesia change its name in 1980? Question number 5. What was discovered by Alec Jeffreys in Leicester in 1984? What was discovered by Alec Jeffreys in Leicester in 1984? Message for Kev Crisels. If you want to message me after, mate, about the anagrams, yeah, T and N were the missing letters. Thank you. Number 6. What type of licenses were abolished in the UK, except Northern Ireland, in May 1988? What type of licenses were abolished in the UK, except Northern Ireland, in May 1988? Question number 7. Which royal palace was extensively damaged by fire in March 1986? Which royal palace was extensively damaged by fire in March 1986? And number 8, your last one on the 1980s. Who officially appeared in public without makeup for the first time in September 1983? Who officially appeared in public without makeup for the first time in September 1983? Right, quick recap on your 1980s questions, guys. Number 1, which company launched the first consumer CD player in 1982? Number 2, in which stadium did riots cost 39 lives during the European Cup final of 1985? Number 3, which furniture retailer opened its first British store in Warrington in October 1987? Number 4, to what did Rhodesia change its name in 1980? Number 5, what was discovered by Alec Jeffreys in Leicester in 1984? Question number 6, what type of licenses were abolished in the UK except Northern Ireland in May 1988? Number 7, which royal palace was extensively damaged by fire in March 1986? And number 8, who officially appeared in public without makeup for the first time in September 1983? They are your 8 questions on round 3, the 1980s. We're moving over to dingbats. Wow, what could happen here? This could be interesting. Right, so dingbats, if you've not played before, dingbats is like catchphrase. I'm going to hold some pictures, some words up to the screen, and you've just got to say what you see. You've got to say what you see. They are themed this week. They are themed. And on the back of the amazing work that Captain Tom has done, these are all military. Military. Number one, say what you see, guys. And it's a military term. It's a military term. I hope you're doing all right, guys. Just keep soldiering on. Again, screen grab it if you need to, guys. Take a photo, write it down, whatever helps. It's a military term. It's a dingbat. It's like catchphrase. Just say what you see. That's your first one. Again, we'll do each one of these. I'll hold it up twice. Remember, they are all military terms. That's your second one, guys. That's your second one. And there's your third one. Another military term. That's your third one, guys. Let me show you those again, and then I'll give you, as we did with the incorrect anagrams, we'll give you a couple of minutes. That's your first one. Remember, all 3 of these are military terms as a respect for what Captain Tom's done.
There's some letters missing on that. And there's an R.
Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. And your third one, guys. Your third one. There's your third one. That is your third one.
There you go.
I'm going to hold the first one up again, guys. Somebody with querying that there's letters missing. That wouldn't happen on a Scott Wall quiz. So there are no letters missing, guys. There are no letters missing on number 1. Although we did have to double check because, you know, you never know, do you? I think that might have been somebody having a joke at my expense. Number 2. There's your number 2. And your number 3. There's your number 3. Right, guys, 2 minutes. I'm going to catch up with Sally Social and get lots of abuse. Be back in a minute. Right. Number 1, guys. The reason there are no letters missing, the answer is not crossfire. Okay, I tell you, it's not crossfire. So that's why there's no letters missing. Crossfire is the wrong answer. Last 30 seconds, guys. Last 30 seconds. So, I don't know, people take me as seriously as they should do, but Sally Social has just told me that since I started getting things wrong in the questions, more people have started watching. So, wow, there we go. Thanks for that. Thanks for your support, everybody. Really value it. Social Quistancing, get that hashtag going. Right, are we ready for your answers for round 3 and 4? Does this feel like a long hour to anybody else? Right, are we ready? Style it out, style it out. So don't forget, we are playing for the fab gift from Robert this evening, the Robert Home Fragrance Bundle, candle, reed diffuser, and the air mist worth 50 quid. It reminds me of when there was that big fire at the candle shop in town. Everybody's just really, really calm. Some people love my candle comedy. Other people just gets on their wick. Right, let's go through the answers for round 3 and 4. Number 1, the first consumer CD player was Sony. Sony. Number 2, in which stadium did 39 lives get lost during the European Cup final in 1985? That was the Heysel Stadium, Heysel, the Heysel Stadium, which is in Brussels. Number 3, which furniture retailer opened its first British store in Warrington in October 1987? That was IKEA. And despite that being October 1987, we have still got half a bag of tea lights left. The dime bars didn't even make it as far as the car. Number 4, to what did Rhodesia change its name to in 1980? That was Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. Number 5, Alec Jeffreys, Leicester, 1984, discovered DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting. First, I had it down just as DN fingerprinting. I'd missed a letter. Number 6, what type of licenses were abolished in the UK, except Northern Ireland, in May 88? That was dog licenses. Dog licenses. Number 7, which royal palace was extensively damaged by fire in March 1986? That was Hampton Court Palace. Hampton Court Palace. Well done if you got that. At times, you guys absolutely amaze me. Number 8, who officially appeared in public without makeup for the first time in September 1983? If you got this, I want comments, bragging rights, because I think it's a really tough question. Anybody got this? Mightily impressed. Who first appeared in public without makeup for the first time in September 1983? That was the rock band Kiss. Rock band Kiss. And let's move on to your anagrams, your 3 anagrams, guys. Your first one. Not anagrams, dingbats. Anagrams haunt me. Your first one. Officer's mess. Officer's mess. Thank you. Number 2. Number 2. Stand at ease. Stand at ease. And your third one, guys. Your third one. Postings overseas. Postings overseas. Or I'll let you have overseas postings. Officer's mess, stand at ease, and postings overseas or overseas postings. They are your 3 dingbats, guys, this evening. So, how are you getting on so far? What's your score? You've got a maximum of 22 so far. Let us know how things are progressing. We are moving into your final round. Your final round this evening, guys. Music. Round 5, music. You've got 8 music questions for you guys. So, number 1. Which German word featured in the title of the 1991 hit album for U2? Which German word featured in the title of the 1991 hit album for U2? Number 2. Which Elton John hit is mentioned in the lyrics of Ed Sheeran's Castle on the Hill? Which Elton John hit is mentioned in the lyrics of Ed Sheeran's Castle on the Hill? Castle on the Hill. Hold that thought. Number 3. Which 1981 hit for UB40 highlighted the statistical chances of being unemployed in its title? Which 1981 hit for UB40 highlighted the statistical chances of being unemployed in the title? Just let you know how we are progressing. Sally Social's just come through. She says, so far with the round 2, we're on average scores of anywhere between about 10 and 18 out of 22. So number 4, this is round 5, and it's music. It's a lyrics question. Which 80s hit with the lyrics, who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? Which 1980s hit has those lyrics? Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? And it was enunciated just like that. Of course it was. Number 5. Number 5. Who had a 2001 hit with Because I Got High? Who had a 2001 hit with Because I Got High? Question number 6. Comfortably Numb was a 1970s hit for which group? Comfortably Numb was a 1970s hit for which group? Question number 7. Keith, Greg, and Carl were the first names of which trio? Keith, Greg, and Carl were the first names of which trio? Evening, Chris. And number eight of which 2000s pop group was Dappy a member? Of which 2000s pop group was Dappy a member? Let me do a quick recap of your final 8 questions on music. Number 1, which German word featured in the title of the 1991 hit album for U2? Number 2, which Elton John hit is mentioned in the lyrics of Ed Sheeran's Castle on the Hill? Number 3, which 1981 hit for UB40 highlighted the statistical chances of being unemployed in its title? Question number 4, which 80s hit starts with the lyrics, "Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's gonna tell you things aren't so great? Who's gonna tell you when it's too late? Who's going to tell you things aren't so great?" It's an 80s hit, and that's the opening line from it. Number 5, who had a 2001 hit with "Because I Got High"? Who had a 2001 hit with "Because I Got High"? Da, 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 da. Number 6, "Comfortably Numb" was a 1970s hit for which group? Comfortably Numb was a 1970s hit for which group? Number 7, Keith, Greg, and Carl were the first names of which trio? Keith, Greg, and Carl were the first names of which trio? And everybody's favourite part of the quiz, the last question of the night. Number 8, of which 2000s pop group was Dappy a member? They are your 8 questions, guys. You have 1 minute to fill in your answers, and I'm going to put you out of your misery with your music round. So, talking of music, guys, I want to bring your attention to a couple of things that are happening tomorrow. There's a bit of an affiliation of local DJs, quizmasters, etc., etc. We're all trying to work together to kind of share what everybody's trying to do. A lot of people putting a lot of work in trying to reach out to people and keep everybody from being so socially isolated. So my good friend Chris Spittle will be live tomorrow evening at 7:30 via the Yorkshire DJ Beats website. Facebook page, sorry. We will be putting links to these up tomorrow, guys, so you won't miss these events. We will share the event links. Chris Spittle, he is doing a mix tape music show at 7:30 tomorrow evening. So please follow Chris of Yorkshire DJ Beats. Immediately after you've had an hour of cool music with Chris, we have got Russ's Sunday night quiz. 8:30. Russ, one of the nicest blokes you will ever meet. Russ has Sunday night quiz like this, but better. Slightly more professional. All his anagrams have all the right letters, all that kind of stuff. You will find Russ has got a quiz page like myself. It's Russ, RUSS apostrophe Russ Sunday night quiz. Have a look for him on Facebook. He's up 8:30 tomorrow night. So we've got Chris Spittle, 7:30 with a bit of music. 8:30 we have then got Russ and his brilliant quiz. We're going to be sharing links to that on our Facebook page, guys. Those guys are reaching out as we are, and we're just trying to show similar support, help those guys along. You'll love it if you tune in, guys. We will share the links tomorrow, so be sure not to miss out on those events. Also, remember, guys, we are playing on behalf of Robert this evening. Robert offering up the fab prize. We've been talking about it throughout. Don't forget, look on their website, subscribe, save yourself 15% on any orders, courtesy of the brilliant homemade candles, etc., that Kirsty cooks up in homemade Kirsty's kitchen. We'll share all the links, guys. We'll keep sharing those as we always do. About half an hour after the quiz finishes, I'll put a post on the Facebook page to let you know who's won. So what we need to do for who's won, you need a keyword. Once we've marked your music round, I want you to post your scores up, guys. Your score, followed by the word Robert, R-O-W-B-E-R-T, Robert, R-O-W-B-E-R-T. That's your keyword this evening to be in with a chance of winning. Doesn't matter if you got 1 point, doesn't matter if you got 30 points. It's about taking part. So it's not about your score, it's about participating. So we'll go through your music round, and then immediately after, start firing your scores through, guys. You score followed by the word Robert. If it doesn't say Robert afterwards, you're not in the draw to win that fab prize delivered to your door anywhere in the UK and Ireland. So Robert, R-O-W-B-E-R-T. So are we ready for your music round answers, guys? Number one, which German word featured in the title of the 1991 hit album for U2? That is Achtung. Achtung, baby. Achtung. Number two, which Elton John hit is mentioned in the lyrics of Ed Sheeran's Castle on the Hill? One of my absolute favourite tunes, Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer, love it. Number three, talking of tiny dancers, Michelle Dridlington, evening, how are we doing? Number three, which 1981 hit for UB40 highlighted the statistical chances of being unemployed in its title? That was UB40's hit 1 in 10. 1 in 10. Number four, who's going to tell you when it's too late? Who's going to tell you things aren't so great? That was Drive by the Cars. Drive by the Cars. I will give you a point if you got Drive. I'll give you a point if you got the Cars. You don't get 2 points for having both, but Drive or the Cars. Who's going to tell you when it's too late? Who's going to tell you things aren't so great? Number five, who had a 2001 hit, Because I Got High? That was Afro Man. Afro Man. Number six, Comfortably Numb was a 70s hit for which group? That is Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. All in all, it's just another Scott Wall. Number seven, Keith, Greg, and Carl were Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. And number eight, Dappy was a member of N-Dubs. N-Dubs. Give yourselves a total score, guys. Total score out of 30 points. Put your score in the comments, guys. Post in the comments. I want to see score and the word Robert. I will be back in about half an hour on Facebook sharing, what was the sort of average score, what's a good score, what's middle of the road, and those that need to try harder. If you want to get some practicing, guys, don't forget Russ's quiz tomorrow night at 8:30, and that's after you've had an hour of dancing to Chris and his brilliant mixtape on the Yorkshire DJ Beat site. I'm going to share those links with you tomorrow, guys. I'll be back here on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I'm here every Wednesday and every Saturday at 8 o'clock. Wednesday in association with Roosters. So if you fancy some beer delivered to your door, take part on Wednesday, and you can have a beer delivery to your door, courtesy of the brilliant guys at Roosters Brewing Company, as always. So supportive of the quizzes, and they really value all the support that you guys are giving them as well. I'm going to hang on a couple more minutes, guys. So once you post your score, feel free to drop off, because once I turn off, this takes away your opportunity to comment. I would ask for a little bit of feedback if I can, please, guys. We ran a family quiz on Easter Sunday, and we've been asked if we can do those again. I'm thinking of doing those on the bank holiday weekends that we got coming up in May. Let me know if that would be of interest to you and yours. Post in the comments. Let us know what you think of that, guys. We did it about 4 o'clock last time, and we had about 60 odd people taking part with their friends and family. So let us know if you would like more family quizzes, and also any feedback about the quizzes in general. Is 8 o'clock on a Saturday a good time? Do you want it a little bit earlier? Does it need to be a different day? Any views that you've got, guys. We can't please everybody, but it's your quiz. It's not my quiz. It's for you guys. Let us know the feedback. Be delighted to do what we can. Always value feedback. As always, guys, huge thank you. I sit here in the foreground, but if it wasn't for my beautiful wife, Sally Social, doing all the necessary in the background, this wouldn't be possible, proving that Patch hasn't pulled his weight this evening because she's ended up doing both Facebook and YouTube. Really, really appreciate your company, guys. As always, we've had about 145 people playing at a peak this evening. So thank you ever so much for joining us, guys. Really, really do appreciate it. As always, guys, look after yourself, your friends and family, and be sure to stay safe. Take care, guys. Good night.